Okay, the last time we met, we talked about how to make an isim a duo. I think you still remember that we talked about addition of an or aini at the end of an isim. And now when you refer to this, you know we're talking about two items, masculine or feminine. So that was yesterday. But like you remember, our theme is that all isim have four characteristics. Of an isim. And we said that when we look at an isim, we can tell its gender, its number, we can tell its definiteness, and we can also tell its irab, definiteness. So we're looking at these four characteristics. We're trying to look at those four characteristics. Is it a definite or an indefinite isim? What's the gender? What's the number? And what's the irab? Now irab, I told you we are going to handle, but now we are looking at the number. And remember yesterday, or the last time we met, we said these two things, that an isim will either be singular or duo or plural. The number will show any of these three. And perhaps good enough we know the singular now. Yesterday we saw the duo. And now we're trying to make an attempt at looking at the plural. Now, when it comes to the plural, we're going to realize three things. Number one, that excuse me. Right over here, we're going to make classifications. In duo, it was the same for feminine and masculine. But right here on plural, things are going to be a little bit different, and this is where I want your attention. We're going to have the simple plural masculine. Then we shall have the complex. Now, here we have simple, we have complex. That we are going to look at these things differently. There is a way the masculine is going to get its plural, and there is a way the feminine gender is going to get its plural. We said let us look at the masculine now, and even the masculine, they are showing you that there will be a difference There are some words which are simple. The simple plural is going to be different from the complex plural. But we want to make an attempt and see what happens. Here, there is a standard. Yesterday we were adding the an and ein to get a dual. Here, we are going to be adding ina. Ina. If not ina, we are going to be adding una. To get a plural. Ina, una. For what? For words which will take the simple form. There will be a standard. Now, some people can get confused here, but it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy if you accept that things come at a cost. What is the cost? Attention. We remember we had this word Muslim, and we said that Muslim means one man, one Muslim man. If we wanted to make it dual, we talked about how we can call it Muslimani or Muslimaini. There is a pattern. For this case today, we want to make it plural. It will take on this form. So, it will be Muslimin. We are adding this. So, it will be Muslimina. Because we are adding ina. Muslimina. Then if it's not Muslimina, we can add into the other form. It will be Muslimuna. So I want you to look at this difference. Here it is Muslimina, and here it is Muslimun. And it is this easy. It's that easy. That we shall be adding ina or una at the word, and we shall get a plural. Simple masculine plural. Simple masculine plural. Okay, I hope we can get another word. We can have another word. A disbeliever can be called a kafir. 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 If we want, excuse me, we come back and use the same format. But if this is a word, kafir, what's it going to look like? It will be kafirina or kafirun. Or kafirun. So you will interest yourself in this last part, in this last ending of these words, here you see ina, una. Just look at that. It was either ina or una. What are we trying to do? We are trying to find the simple plural of masculine isim. And we said isim will either be, that isim will either be, it will either be a noun, it will either be a pronoun or an adjective. That's what we said. So, if we want to know the number, we must know, is this dual? Is this singular or plural? Like we said here. So that's where we come in. We can probably get another word. A teacher is called a mudarris. So in this same format, we shall get a word like mudarrisina, or mudarrisuna. Pretty easy, and I want you to note at this stage that not all words, not all female isim will take this pattern. That's why we're saying simple. Some words, then there are some complex words which will not take the same pattern. Some words will not take the same pattern. And now, when it comes to this point, you can only know these words and know how they turn out to be. So they are not supposed to follow the same pattern. I'll give you an example. We have this word, bite. If you're careful enough, you'll have noted that bite, when we talk about bite, we are referring to a house. When you want to make it plural, it will turn out to be, okay, not talking about houses. This is buyut. My goodness. This is how funny it sounds. This is bite. Here it is buyut. What's the format? No, there is no format. Brother. Okay, we can look at another word. Yesterday, sir, this one, a man as rajul. If there are many, one is rajul. If there are many, it's rijal. See, no format. No format. I can put this for you to remember that this is Rajul and this is Prijal. Man, man. A man is Rajul. When it comes to many, okay. Now take another example. A pen. A pen. Pen is known as kalam. Kalam. In my home language, it will be hard to convince someone that this is an Arabic word because we exactly call it the same way. We smuggled it from the Arabs. Okay, kalam for pen. How about if there are many pens? It will be aklam, aklam, aklam. First it was kalam, then next it was aklam, aklam. This is pen. These are pens. Kalam. This is how it will sound. Kalam. And if there are many, it will be aklam. So I think you are now gathering some words here. You are gathering some words. You are enriching your vocabulary. When I say what's a pen, well, of course now you know a pen is kalam. If there are many, aklam. Okay. We can look at the word book. Book. A book. A book is called kitab. Kitab. If there are many books, there will be kutub. Kutub. So when you look at the word, you already know that this is one book, kitab, kutub. And as we go along, I expect you to be enriching your vocabulary. You'll be enriching your vocabulary. Okay, let's get one more word. One more. A door is called bab. When there are many, there will be abwab. 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 Now, from bab, abwab. Now, before I go any further, it's pretty important for us to note these things. Number one, that there are some words which will take on the simple masculine plural and then the complex masculine plural. But before again we step deeper into this, I expect you to be enriching your vocabulary. Here we have seen several words. Bait, you have already known bait, and now when it's plural, it's buyut. Rajul for man, if there are many, srijal. Kalam, aklam. Kitab, kutub. Bab, this word is bab, sorry, we missed it. Bab, if there are many, abwab, doors. Okay, I think that will be enough for today. You can now refer to this with a clear head and see where we came from. That much as we are looking at the number, the female beat is different and the masculine beat is different. Even the masculine itself is classified into two: the simple masculine plural and the complex masculine plural. Next time when we happen to meet, we shall be looking at the feminine and see how it's done. After looking at the feminine, trust me, we shall be hitting to the last bit of it, which is irab. After the feminine, we shall now be hitting onto the irab. After we hit onto the irab, then trust me, you'll even be able to form certain sentences before we go any further. Because that's how you can only understand a language. That's how you can understand a language. You can understand a language if you know the basics. If you know when to do what and how to do it and why to do it. There must be a reason for everything you take, because a language is governed by the rules set for it. It's governed by its grammar. You know the grammar, everything moves pretty well. So thank you so much. These lessons are supposed to be not more than 40 minutes or 30 minutes, but on average they can be 16, 18, 20. So today we shall not be going beyond this, but I want you to enrich your grammar with the words that you have made. You must not meet a word twice. You made it once, you grab it, put it into your basket, put it into your vocabulary. Blessings to you.